Call court back to order, please.
Court back to order.
For the record, information from the jail is that Mr. Wilbourn, consistent with his character's refusing to leave his pod, refusing to leave his cell, and I would have to order the deputies to use force to get Mr. Wilbourn back into the courtroom. I'm going to sentence Mr. Wilbourn in absentia, finding that he has refused to return to court. I've instructed the jail, the chief jailer, that on December 17, if Mr. Wilbourn refuses to come to court, the jail sheriff's office is directed to use whatever force that is reasonably necessary to make sure that Mr. Wilbourn does in fact appear in court. The jury, having found Mr. Wilbourn guilty of first-degree murder, the court will set his punishment of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. He is rendered infamous. Mr. Wilbourn continues to lose all of his rights and citizenship. This court will not set a fine on that verdict. The court, as a 13th juror, does again affirm the verdict that the jury has reached in sentencing, and the court believes that there's more than enough evidence that any reasonable trier of fact could have sentenced Mr. Wilbourn to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. The other case is carjacking, possession of a firearm, and commission of carjacking, and convicted felon in possession of a firearm will be set for sentencing on December 17, 2018. Will order that an order for free sentence report be entered in this case. The Tennessee Department of Correction Board of Probation and Parole will be directed to conduct a background investigation into Mr. Wilbourn, looking into and investigating all of the parameters of his life, his work, family, education, social, criminal history. And on the 17th of December 2018, the court will sentence Mr. Wilbourn for the offenses as convicted of carjacking, possession of firearm, and commission of carjacking, and convicted felon in possession of a firearm, and the jail is ordered to use whatever force is necessary to make sure that Mr. Wilbourn will in fact be in court. And if he refuses to come to court, they will bring him here involuntarily using reasonable means. And if it means having Mr. Wilbourn placed in chains or having Mr. Wilbourn muted, if he continues to scream and shout obscenities, this court will make sure that Mr. Wilbourn will in fact respect the administration of justice, and he will not decide when and if and how he comes to court. I want to thank the lawyers involved in this case, Mr. Henderson, Ms. Dwyer, Ms. Bird, Mr. Gangouli, Ms. Hall, Ms. Pasley, for your professionalism in court. I know it's been a tough case for all the lawyers, for the Bolton family. It has been August 1st, 2015, some 3 years and almost 3 months since this tragedy happened in your lives. I know that with the jury, no matter what verdict the jury reached in this case, no matter what sentence the jury assessed in this case, would not repair the damage, would not repair the loss, would not repair the suffering that you all have gone through. It would not erase the events of that horrible evening on August 1st, 2015. But also Bolton lost his life doing what he has dedicated his life to, serving and protecting. Lost his life doing exactly what he should be doing. And I know this verdict, no matter what the verdict had been, no matter what the sentence would have been, would not erase, would not repair that damage that has been done. I hope it gives you some sort of closure, knowing that part of this case is over, that Mr. Wilbourn has been held responsible for the death of Officer Sean Bolton, and the jury has in fact made sure that Mr. Wilbourn would never be released from prison. I want to thank you for your patience this week. I want to thank you for your patience over the last 3+ years. And as you go home, if you can be back in court on December 17, 2018, we will conduct a sentencing hearing on those other matters for which Mr. Wilbourn, in fact, has been found guilty. You're welcome to be back in court on December 17, 2018. Again, I appreciate your patience today, and I hope that you have a safe trip home and that you're able to be back in court on December 17th. Is there anything else we need to address before we adjourn for the day?
No, sir.
This court is adjourned to 9 o'clock Wednesday morning, November 7, 2018.
All rise. Of course, that's adjourned tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
There we go. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, sir.